പോയി
Hi guys, can you all hear me? Am I audible enough? Just drop me a message, yeah. Others? Yeah. Okay, all good, fine. Can all see the video as well? Audio, video, and the screen. All three, okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah, if any of your friends are unable to join for the live meeting, I have shared them the YouTube link so they can join through that. Fine. So guys, yeah, fine. Okay, all good, all good. Fine. So the recording is on. Wait, I'll say about the recording procedure and all that. Hi. So guys, a very good evening then. And welcome to PPC. I hope you all know what does PPC stands for. Can I know the full term? Just to make you all what be interactive. What does PPC stands for? Okay, so past paper clinic, right? So you know obviously what's a past paper. There is nothing to explain in that. Okay, and maybe you're confused with the word why sir choose the word clinic. Okay, so guys, there is a reason. The reason is usually think if you go for a hospital, if you have any disease or something, first of all, you go for a hospital and consult a doctor name. So at the first time, the doctor will see from top to bottom all the what are the problems you have, all the stuff. Okay. After that, even though they give medicines, upon that, there will be regular checkups. Okay. So in those regular checkups, they ensure that you are in the correct track. Okay. You are in the correct track. So yes, consulting a doctor is important. Upon that, going for regular clinic is also important to maintain a healthy life. So same like that, if you take any subjects in maybe business studies or accounting or whatever, even though you go for a theory class, even though you go for a revision class, whatever, finally you had to do a past paper. Okay, because past paper, whatever the papers you do, can be so much difficult, blah blah blah. Finally, you have to know how does a past paper is structured. Okay, so that's why joining a theory or revision is like going for the doctor. Okay, visiting the doctor and getting the medicine for the first time. And past paper is like a clinic where you have a regular checkup. And this program will be like done every week, maybe till June we'll be doing. So every week it will be a review on yourself. Whether you have understood the chapter properly, is there a strength or a weakness from this chapter? Am I thorough enough? What are my weak points? How am I gonna develop it? So this week, every week session is gonna be a checkup for you. So that's the reason I took that word. So hereafter, so you can understand the logic behind that. Okay. And the next thing what I want to say is this is the first time I'm doing this program. Okay. So I started in 24. I mean the teaching. So 24, 25 is also done. For the 26 batch only I'm currently doing. Okay. So 27 also can join. So this is the first time we are doing a past paper program and it's completely done for free. Yeah, because it's like a CSR. Okay, you know what is a CSR? And obviously, if you are a business study students. Okay, so and this is done completely free because already we are doing a theory. Okay, we are doing a revision, and in the future we'll be doing some paper classes and the seminars, blah blah blah. So yes, all those will be paid. So if I do this also for paid, it will be a burden for you. Okay, so I can just want to do it for free. So I plan to do with my students initially, but since it's free, others also can join. So I made it open. So whether you are my student or not my student, whatever, anyone who is doing business studies, advanced level, they can join. Fine. So if you have any friends also, just let them know. Okay, so maybe they can watch the recordings or whatever. Hari. So and the next thing is okay. Any doubts up to now? Oh wait. Be in the WhatsApp group. If you are in the WhatsApp group, I'll be sharing the link so you can join through there. Fine. Okay, clear, right? Okay, all good. Hari. So so just drop me a message 26 and 27. So if you're just 26, say me 26. 27 means just type and say 27. Okay, so there is a plenty of 26 here. Right. So this program is primarily for 26 batch, but 27, I said for my student, you also have to join. Okay, fine, because past paper is for the same, right? Okay, all good, all good, all good. Fine, fine, fine. Okay, so guys, I'll be open. So this is a free class. So I won't be, you don't think since it's free class, sir won't be giving much concentration or much effort. No, whatever the class, we give the equal effort. Okay, but here I'm not getting any return. Okay, to be honest, even though in the group there are 600, I don't know how many are joining in 100 here, maybe in live, I don't know how many watching here. So guys, if I had done a paid session, at least if I get 50 students, just see 50 maybe for a month, 2000 means 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh. For me, it's a big amount. So I didn't do that. So I'm doing it for free. So you can please try to take use of it. Okay, so we also have a limited time. Okay, so many badges running up 26, 27, 28, physical, online, campus, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm not saying I'm not boasting. I'm having a busy life. So you will also have. Okay, next year you'll also have the same lifestyle. So with that limited time only, I'm doing this program. You can take the use of it. Okay, don't take it for granted. Okay, okay. And the next thing is so that's all. And some request to be made. This session should be interactive. That's how we do online classes, right? It must be interactive. Should never, it must be. So I'll be asking some questions. You have to say me the answers. Whether it's correct or wrong, doesn't matter. You have to say me the answer because it will be boring if there's no interaction. Okay, so please try to respond whenever I ask you a question. We are strangers. Maybe you know my face. I don't know about your faces. I don't know where are you from and all those stuff. So we are just strangers, right? So you can just drop me whatever the doubts you have or what are the questions you want to ask. Okay, whenever I ask a question, reply on time. So it will be more interactive. Okay. So that's the first thing now. Okay, welcome to PPC and all the posters, blah, blah, blah. Fine. Yeah, yeah, no, no. You can send privately to me. Yeah. So this is the old version of Zoom, right? It's not like the new version. So you can send it to me. Fine. And also Yeah, you can send directly to me, private message. And next thing, Hari. So this is a small brief. I'll do a small introduction first. Okay, a small brief. This is not a typical theory class or a revision class. So I'm open. Don't expect me to explain a thing in like a theory. Because guys, obviously this is a past paper discussion. Can almost you have to be done with the theory. Okay, almost you have to be halfway through the revision, so that only you can join this program. Okay, so if you are going for theory and revision, it's way better. But if you're not attending theory or revision anywhere, maybe this program won't be suitable for you. Okay, because at a grass you can't understand this. Okay, so don't expect me also to understand or explain some stuff in detail like a theory, because if we do that, we won't be into the proper rhythm. Okay, so please have a note in that. And also don't expect me to, hold your phone and write answers. Okay, hold your hands or whatever and write the answers. Okay, you had to be developed through that, and you had to write your own answers. Okay, not like word by word. So it's not like an English class, right? And second thing is, I always update. So day before yesterday also, I think I updated saying that what are the units and what's the question you had to do. Okay, so you had to do questions from unit number 1. I shared the question number as well. I hope you all did it. Okay, and also I'll put a poll also today. I put, so you can, I want to get an update whether you have done those questions, Kayla. So please, before joining the discussion, do the unit paper, okay, that unit wise questions and attempt. This is a discussion. If you try to do with me, I don't know whether you can easily catch up with our speed. So please try to do and then attend this discussion. So you can, if there's any difficulties or anything, you can just recap it. Okay. And the third one is the recordings. So the recordings, if you take, yes, the recordings will be given, but I'm not sure when I will give it, because it's not like a theory, like a paid session. A paid session means we had to give them on time because they are paying an amount, right? So it's done for free. So here your payment, the investment is your time. So again, I always have a time name because all this editing stuff and all is done by one of my coordinator. So the bugger has exams for these 2 weeks. So with those difficulties only he had to do. So I had to give consent for them also, right? So the session will be done. After that, they had to make this thumbnail, description, all those stuff. So I cannot ascertain when the recording will be issued. Okay, if I have uploaded in the YouTube, I'll be sharing the group. Again, instead, don't rely on the recordings because there won't be a consistency in uploading that. So it's better if you can join the live session. Okay. And the fourth one is, I want you all to have an organized work. Okay. Unit number 1 till unit number 18. I want all the answers to be written in a CR book. So if you have a past paper book, don't write the answers on the past paper book. Use that as a reference. Okay. So keep that past paper book, take a separate CR book. In that, do unit wise. From unit number 1 to 18, allocate the pages properly and do in that. Please don't write answers in your past paper book. The reason is, like another after 3 or 4 months, again you have to do the past paper. At that time, when you see, when the answers are written on the past paper, okay, even though you try to do that, there won't be a proper what practice. Why? All the already answers are there. Okay, Ekinisa, try to write the answers in a CR book, okay, and use the past paper book as a question format. That's it. Okay, and also if you can't maintain a CR book, whatever, take some full scraps and maintain for separate units and key. So have an organized work as, because the reason is, now you are in a situation of where you have to play game with your mind. I don't know whether you are a smart fellow or maybe you can be a weak fellow, whatever. For these 5 months, the most important thing you have to give concern is your mental stability. Because I hope now itself the stress has started me. Yes, so not 26 fellows. I think now only the developing stage of stress. Maybe since due to Ramadan, after having this Faluda and short eats and all, maybe you don't feel stress. Once this Ramadan period is over, you will start to feel. Okay, because there is only one commitment, exams. Okay, now is the developing stage of what? Stress. So stress second, one of the main reason is when you don't have an organized work. You don't know how many papers you did, what are the theory needs to be done, and especially what are the recordings to be watched. When there's no proper organizing management, when there's no proper organizing also, it will be a huge stress for you. So some people give up because they don't know where to start and what to do. So please, this past paper program, okay, have a proper organized work with a proper plan. So once you, for example, say after 3 or 4 months, okay, when you see those papers which you have done, okay, all the full scraps and the CR book which you have written the answers. Maybe you are a weak fellow, whatever. The answers you have written is completely wrong. Okay, the answers which you have written is completely wrong, but never mind, you have corrected. Okay, saw my recording or watched my live session. You have corrected, written the correct answer. Mark my words, after 3 or 4 months, those works will give you a big motivation. Now, it will truly happen. When you have proper organized work, it will give you a huge motivation for your confidence. So now itself, I'm saying for you all, please try to have an organized work. Okay, and one main reason for this improper organizing is the pending recordings. Not only past paper, whatever the theory lessons or revision results, don't keep pending recordings. At the end, you don't know what to watch. Okay. And the last one, fifth one is the investment. What's the only investment you have to make here? Revision we are doing, I'll show you. Revision we are doing unit number 11. Okay. You have to do two investment. One is your time, one is your energy. Okay. So there is nothing payment here. Yeah, you have to incur a data cost, but that's your own right. Okay. So I'm not getting anything through that. So only the time as well as your energy. Okay. And how many of you have a past paper book dating from 2016 to 2025 at least? How many of you have a past paper book? Yes. Okay. Definitely you must have okay. Okay. Definitely you must have, because you are, if you are a 26 batch fellow, obviously you must have a past paper book. Okay. So I hope everyone has here. So guys, if you don't have a past paper book, try to get even the soft copies. Okay. Please, for God's sake, don't have these PDFs and do. Okay, don't be stingy. Okay, that's the only another investment you can make is on the past paper. Even though you use it only for 5 months, after that give for someone else even. Okay, so try to have a hard copy with you, or at least buy the past paper book. If you have the PDFs, take a printout of that and keep it. Or maybe you can buy our book also. Whatever, please have a hard copy with you. Okay, so don't rely on the soft copies and go. It will be very difficult, because at the final exam you'll have a hard copy, right? So try to have a past paper book and go ahead. Okay, so don't worry, it's like an investment. Okay, it definitely will be a value addition for your exams. Upon once the exam is done, you can give it for a junior. So Ekanisa, please don't be stingy on that. Try to invest in the past paper book. Okay, fine. And a small intro about me. I don't want to boast about myself, because guys, there are some unknown fellows also. Some may know me, some they don't know me. So first of all, I'm doing a program here, one of the most sensitive program, which is past paper. So sometimes whatever the techniques I say, whatever the methods I say, sometimes you all trust. So before trusting my methods and my teaching technique, you have to know who am I. Okay, everyone can start a past paper program, right? So first of all, you have to have trust on me. Okay, so that's what I just wanted to say this. So I am Hanam Nalim. Hopefully you would know. Okay, so I started lecturing for business studies from 2024 batch. 24 batch done, 25 batch done. So currently we are doing the 26, 27, and hopefully by next month we'll be starting 28 also. So almost 5 batches. Okay, so me, yeah, very young. What to do? That's my age. Okay, so and some these are my small achievements. So I won the what business studies icon of the year. Okay, and yes, there were last year we had around almost 400 plus students. Okay, from all the badges within 1 year. Then and my specialty, what I want to say is I am a business studies lecturer. Okay, I don't do this accounting with business studies or economics with business studies, because you can be a specialist only in one thing. Ne? You know what is specialization? Ne? You can be a specialist, an expert only in one thing. Okay, so I can do accounting, I can do economics, but there won't be a proper transparency. So I do only business studies. Okay, so and my complete field is business. Okay, if you take my lecturing in terms of professionals, like ACCA, CA, AATs, in that also I choose the business studies field only. If you take my, for example, my degree which I'm doing, which is Japura. So in Japura also, yes, accounting is the best, but I went with the finance, because finance is business. Okay, so academic excellence, I was the island 38, yeah, district 8, professional excellence. So those are some stuff. Fine. Okay, so that's a small background about me. And the next one, this is for you all. Diminishing marginal return. Where have you heard this word diminishing marginal return? Okay, we'll piss off these IT fellows a bit. Where have you studied this diminishing marginal return? IT fellows, keep be aside, be aside. Okay, you can't involve in this. Okay, in econ, right? Diminishing in chapter number for production function. Remember, if I'm not wrong, when you increase the inputs at one point of time, I don't know, something will decrease, right? Okay. So if you're like diminishing marginal return, you all also have that. when you start AL, okay, when you start AL, what was your main target? AL start karna ko, okay, always leave it. That's my past. Okay, that's my X and Y. I'm gonna start something new in my life. Okay, so what was your first target? We want to get an island rank. What rank? I want to get an island rank. Okay, so even we also had the same. Okay, I want to get not the A pass. A pass means don't do A's, man. Everyone gets an A pass, right? Everyone. 3 years, nothing, not for 3 years. Okay, so we know, right? So the first thing you do when you start ALs is I want to get an island rank. Okay, fine. For the first term, you work. Business studies easy. I studied in novels. What is business? Needs and wants. But easy. Second term, you get something called money and banking. You need trust law, central bank law, fines. Okay, money and banking in the next chapter. Insurance, proximate cost, indemnity, contribution. Okay, fine. So it's now it getting what? Fair and tougher. So from island rank, it's like this. If you take island rank, there can be only one person. Okay, to get island first. So let's be into district rank. Okay, so I remember diminish even district rank. Let us be in top 100 district maybe. Fine. So after that, what happens? Island rank and district rank is too much for us. So let's target for campus. For campus, we have to have a good Z score. So we'll target on a Z score and go because even the person who takes island first will go for a campus. So why should I take island first and go for a campus? Okay, I'll take good Z score and go. Fine. So now diminishing campus. Now situation tinawani where you have only 5 months left for the exam. Island rank utepa. District rank utepa. I don't know campus also. I just want an A. But I just want an A. I want to pass and I want 3 A's. This is the final stage. In another 3 months, what will happen? About diminish way. Now it will go for the negatives. What will happen? Another 3 months. Ah, okay. Now you want to have 3 years. After 3 months, what will happen is pass is enough. 3 years enough for me. Okay, that will happen. Okay, that will happen to be honest. So Ekanisa, that's mutual for everyone, guys. So when you start years, you'll have a big target. So when later on, when the time goes on, what happens is our target starts to depreciate. Okay, so it happens for everyone. So it's your responsibility to hold that target. Okay, so when I joined AS to study, my target was 3 years. Same like all because why? There's no one to say me about island rank. How does island rank work? Then only I got to know, okay, we have to get a Z score. Okay, through the Z score, only we take into island rank. From that day, I took a, oath wage. Island rank is my target. Until I finish my AS, island rank was my target. So maybe you would now in the diminishing marginal return, give a comeback. Okay, now target for island rank. Never mind. Okay, you know. So I can't get an island rank. Never mind. If you target for island rank, if you miss it, where you will fall? Now you are targeting for island rank. Suppose you are not achieving island rank, why you will fall? Maybe you'll fall in the district rank. Target district, where you will fall? In campus. Target campus, where you will fall? In just A pass. If you target for 3 Bs, where you will fall? 3 Cs command. Okay, so you can dream, right? It's your dream. You can always have a high target. Okay, when you have a high target, the hard work you put also automatically increases. Okay, fine. 5 months enough, sir. Yes, 5 months enough. I usually say, okay, when the student asks me a question like this, sir, 5 months enough there. 4 months enough there. 3 months enough for the exam. Right. I definitely had to say yes, Tama, because if I say no, will you go and do ALS in 27 batch? Yes or no? If I say no, 5 months is not enough. Okay, you can't do anything. Will you go and do ALS in 2027 batch? Right? Anyways, you will do it 26 batch only. Okay, because even you know you can never come back. Then why are you asking me? You know you have the potential. Okay, so don't have that negative thoughts. Definitely in that 5 months, you can make a change. Okay, fine. Next. There are three categories. I don't know under which category you will fall under. Low caliber students, moderate, and the high caliber students. Okay. So guys, I'll be open. If you are falling under low caliber means maybe you didn't attend a proper theory class or a revision class. Maybe you are weak. You need a bit of self-studies to be done. For those fellows, I don't think past paper program, this program would be suitable. I'll be open. Okay, if you are in that category, you can leave the meeting and you can give the chance to another person maybe. Because guys, you made a mistake, you didn't study properly, have a proper plan and go ahead. So at least let the other person who has done a proper job to take the use of it. Okay, so what you all had to do is go back, study theory, do revision, be perfect in that and join the past paper. So if you're the moderate or high caliber, maybe this program is for you. Okay, so based on your category, you see whether this is suitable or not. Okay, and next, this is the plan. So usually whenever we do a program, even the 26 revision all the same thing, we go with a plan. Sometimes we don't achieve it. Never mind. We will always go with a plan. At least we'll try something. Okay. So deadline, if you take, it will be a 4 month program mostly. So starting from this month, March, April, May till June, because I don't want to keep any classes during July, so that August take you'll be ready for the exam. Okay. So for a month, averagely we'll do like 4 to 5 chapters. So it will be a 4 months program. So for this month, my target is to complete from unit number 1 to 4. And also every week we'll be doing one unit. So it will be easy for you. Okay. So this is the small plan. Huh? So I don't know whether we can achieve it, but this is our deadline. Okay. Fine. And next, updates so far. What we have done in our class. Okay. So what we have done in our theory and the revision classes. So theory, we are currently in unit number 15, financial management. So we have only the 3 chapters more, HR, information system and business plan. And we are almost done with 14 unit exams. 3 term exams are done. 3 term recap seminars also done. So for in revision, currently we are doing unit number 9, 10 and 11 recap. Most probably by this month end, we'll be done with grade 12 revision. Next month, we'll be starting grade 13 revision and we do revision paper, 2 papers for a month. So currently we are going to do 10 and 11. Okay, and 27 theory, we are doing unit 7, money and banking. Okay, so we are in the end of it. So in that also 6 unit exams done. We did 1 term exam and 1 term recap seminar. And MBS 800 Kiarne, it will be a program which is done for the 26 batch. We are going to sit for the exam another 5 months. So most probably we'll be starting by April. Once you have done with the theory, we'll be starting that program. So it will be a full model paper program. Okay. So later you'll have the update. So this is the small update. So if you want to know about any other classes, okay, that recording, this recording and all, please you can contact the coordinator's number. He will guide you it return. Okay. So that's it. And the last thing, you all decide day one or 1 day. Okay, so I hope today is day one. You'll be starting to work from today. So you have to decide because I'll be open. This is the last chance you all have. Okay, so I don't think in ALs you can pull out a comeback in 3 months. It's not possible because the content is huge. OLs means yes, you can do. ALs, okay, it's impossible. Okay, so maybe this 5 months is a good time period to give a comeback. Okay, to recap all the stuffs and to cover all the potholes you have made. Okay, so maybe this 5 months is crucial. If you don't utilize it properly, I'm not demotivating, I'll be too. I don't think you can get a good result. So last chance, okay, last chance. Maybe in January you started, you failed. February you started, you failed. So at least this month start and go ahead because if you fail again, I don't think you have much time to come back. Okay, so these 5 months, please try to have a proper plan. Not only BS, or you have 3 subjects, right? So other 2 subjects also have a proper plan and go ahead. Okay, because I don't think if you miss it, whether I will be getting, but you can. For the 5 months, you can study really well and you can get a good results. There are many people who have done that. So don't worry, you can. I'll say another positive. Grade 12, grade 13. Which one you feel difficult? Grade 12 syllabus, the grade 13 syllabus. The no, Hajara, mostly by April again. Okay, you all feel grade 13 is a bit difficult, right? Yeah, true. Okay, grade 13 is difficult, sir. New chapters. Okay, management, law, operations. We can't understand anything, sir. A complicated word, Kela. Okay, grade 13 is difficult. Why you know grade 12 is easy for you? Because grade 12 you studied before 1 year. Ne? And also, whenever you do a term exam, always you study grade 12. Okay, maybe we'll say you're going to sit for 4th term exam in your school. Again, you'll study grade 12. So the number of time you have revised grade 12 is high. That's the reason grade 12 is easy for you. But if you take grade 13, why it's difficult is, you be honest and say me, how many times you have recap grade 13? How many times you have done past papers on grade 13? Compare with grade 12. So why grade 13 is difficult is because you have lack of practice. Okay, you are not giving the equal concern which you gave for grade 12 like for grade 13. That's the reason you see a small downfall in grade 13 syllabus. Syllabus is not that hard because grade 13 you have only 7 chapters. In that 7 chapters, the last 2 are very small, information system and business plan. There is only 5 chapters you have to study properly. If you take financial management, there is part of accounting. Okay, so other chapters are very easy. Marketing, one of the interesting chapter. You need a bit of basic OLs also. So only 5 chapters you have to go through. So why it's difficult is because you don't have you don't have proper practice, and the next problem is you don't have much time. Because suppose now we'll say now you are doing unit 14 or 13, you have only another 5 months left for the exam. So Ekata, one solution, one positives I can say for you all is don't worry. You may thinking, sir, grade 13, I had to study, very difficult. Okay, I had to keep things in mind. No worries. You have to study grade 13 and you have to keep things in mind only for 5 months. But grade 12, how many you studied before, we'll say before 2 years. Still, you have to keep on remembering. But for example, in class, you are studying financial management means you have to keep those in mind only for another 5 months. Because in another 5 months, you have the exam. So the time span where you have to keep those subjects in your mind is very less. So that's a positive of that. So think in the positive point of view and go. And please don't keep grade 13 pending. So where we can study at the last. No, now itself study. So when nearing the exam, it will be easy for you. Okay, fine. So is that clear? Anything you can ask me now? A small intro. This one. Hasma. No, BS is not only memorizing. In BS, you have to be both. You have to be a parrot, you have to be a fox also. Parrot means you have to memorize some stuffs. For example, ISO standards, okay, SME projects. So those stuffs definitely you have to memorize. Ekada, you can't study with logic. But there are some topics where you have to study with logic, like a fox, you have to think. Okay, think about money and banking chapters, insurance and all. You have to think wisely and you have to learn. So you have to be both parrot as well as a fox. Memorize Karanone, you have to know the logic as well. So it's just, yeah, this is the time. Yeah. Uh, all clear. Right? What about others? Yeah, man, where is interaction? So I ask at the beginning. I want a bit of interaction. Where are interactions? Clear means say yes. No questions, right? Without joining theory, will only revision be enough? It depends on the revision program you joined here. In some revision program, no targeting, and I'm saying in some revision program, they do only pass papers. No point of going a revision like that. Eh? So think in that revision whether they are teaching a bit of theory as well. Yeah, if you want to join the revision, it's up to you. Yeah, you can join. As a lecturer, I will say join only for me income, right? I will say join, but think about yourself. Okay. Uh so how many months did you start study seriously? To be honest, I started to study from the beginning of the ALs. To be honest. Okay, do go and ask any island rankers from when did you start study? What answer they will say? I was consistent from day one. Okay, our last month, 2 month, we can't do rocket science. Ne? So you have to start working from day one. Then only you can get a good result. Okay, fine. Hi. So that's it, ne? Fine. How to keep in mind without forgetting. Ekata, you have to do revision, dear. Every week when you study, for example, today you study chapter 7. Next week, if you're going to start chapter 8, before starting chapter 8, please revise chapter 7 and start chapter 8. In business study, it's not about you study a chapter, then after 1 month, if you take, definitely you'll forget. Accordingly, even based on science, you can keep some things in your mind only for 7 days. So everyone are human, right? So if you study a chapter today, after 7 days, before studying a new chapter, please recap the previous one. Then start the new chapter. Okay. No, accounting go with first of all do past papers. Once you are done with, right, how many times you do past papers? At least how many times you do past papers? At least how many times? 3 times at least. Minimum you do 3 times. Okay, first time you do while we are doing the theory, we did right. I send you the past paper. Okay, then while you're doing the revision, when you enter grade 13 also, you do the what past paper. And when nearing the exam also, you do past paper. So you have to do past paper 3 times. Okay, because guys, maybe you'll say, sir, I'm going for a class where the revision paper is part standard, difficult. Fine, okay, it can be difficult, can be standard. Okay, they are creating a huge competition in the class. But guys, past paper kenne venama structure එක. Past papers hadanna කට්ටිය ඔක්කොම professors. The way they think, the logic they use is different. So in past papers, there is a rhythm, there is a technique, there is a procedure you have to follow. So you have to understand that rhythm. Some people are smart, they study really well, they know the theory well, but the problem is they don't get marks in the exam. Why? Because they don't know how to apply what they have studied in the exam current matter there is a technique to be that. Okay, there is a small technique. So in some in universities and all it's common. They don't study properly, but in exams they score well. They don't copy. They don't know the techniques. Okay, for example, how to do these MCQs, how to answer a part two question, 2 marks the 4 marks the. So you understand that mantra. Okay, then only you can score well. So studying only the theory and being perfect with the content is not enough. You have to be perfect with the what? Paper also. That's what I said in the starting. Our post like balanna. Okay, practice only will make you perfect. Okay, Ekanisa, just studying is not enough. In BES, you had to do practice as well. Okay. No, dear, you had to be good in theory as well. You had to have equal balance, 50-50. Yeah, yeah, I'm still going for uni, man. Uh, uh, hi- okay. So, guys, that's all then. So, I'll wind up the intro now. Then I'll start the past paper discussion. Okay, fine. I'll stop it for now. Hold on a bit. So, I'm going to stop the live streaming a bit.